Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles.
Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Today, we're going to create the energy ring, guys. What kind of energy are you producing? What kind of energy are you able to detect? Our hearts and our brains, they create a magnetic field around our bodies, guys. We have about a 3 feet magnetic field that's able to be detected by scientific equipment. Now, I've done some research digging into what is our hearts able to detect certain energies? Can our brains detect certain energies? I have been doing a little bit of research on this and cannot find any scientific proof that this is possible. But yet this does not explain, guys, why we're able to walk into certain rooms in whether it's our intuition, whatever it is, we're able to sense a happy vibe room. We're able to sense stress. We're able to sense the lower vibrations, issues, troubles, whatever's going on in that room. You're able to sense what's going on in that room, guys. And there's just no scientific proof that I have been able to find at this time why we're able to detect this. And there has to be a way, guys. Just like a fighter can sense the fear in his opponent, or he senses the weakness in his opponent when he punches him in the mouth and the guy gets all weak-kneed. A fighter has this killer instinct. Well, guys, I used to play poker, and I could feel through intuition, through feeling. I have not been able to pinpoint it, but I could feel weakness if they were bluffing, if they weren't bluffing. And guys, I was right. The majority of the time was I right. I was just right, guys. And I have not been able to find any scientific proof of why this happens. And also plants are aware of our emotions and feelings. I remember many years ago hearing a study on these certain plants, how they can feel your energy, your love, and they respond to the way they grow to our energy. Guys, this is real stuff. There's just no scientific proof behind it. I have not been able to find it. In the future, we're going to circle back around. And what even led me to this topic and kind of researching it a little deeply was approximately 3 months ago, I was out on the trail riding my bike, getting my meditation on, practicing my meditation, my calmness of my mind. And I was just in the moment, which I try to stay in the moment all the time. As much as possible, I try to live in the moment, guys. And I was probably the furthest away from town, away from people. And I came across this section, and it was toward the end of the trail. It was probably a mile before the end of the trail. And I passed this energy, and there was woods out there. There was no sound. It was not sound. It was not a movement. It was no kind of ruffling. It was a energy. And I looked to my right, and there was nothing there. I could not see nothing. And I was like, that's weird. So I went approximately a mile toward the end of the trail, and I flipped around and came back through. And guys, this time it was on my left-hand side, which is the same side. First time when I went by, it was on the right-hand side of me. I went and flipped around, come back through, and the same spot, guys. I went through this energy. I don't know what it was. And I passed it, and I said, what is that? And when it hit me twice in the same spot, guys, I flipped around. I had went about 10, 12 feet past this energy. I flipped around. I looked and looked. There was nothing there. I couldn't see a person at all right there. And about 10 to 12 feet after I pulled up to the edge of the trail, looking into the woods, about 10 to 12 feet, I just called out, "What's up?" And this man spoke back to me and said, "I'm just trying to stay out of the way." And I was like, wow, to myself. And I said, okay. And I just flipped around and moved on. Guys, how is this possible? Feeling energies such as this. I've researched it, and there's no scientific proof that our hearts, that our minds can pick up this energy. But let me tell you, there is something, guys, because this happened to me. I have so many weird things that's happened in my life that's drove me to dive deep into certain aspects of understanding. And this is kind of one of them. I know there's a way that certain things happen such as this. I just can't prove how to do it and how to improve them skills. But how I know that got me to this point was playing poker, was fighting when I was younger, because I once was a fighter too. I could feel fear. I could understand when an opponent was weak. I played poker for many years, guys. I played poker. I made a living playing poker for 2.5 years. And you can feel energy. You can feel it through intuition. You can feel it, whatever it is. I have very, very high intuition, guys. My gut instinct is, you as well probably understand this. But through meditation, it seems to have enhanced. Now that I've calmed my mind and my heart is full of love, joy, I'm able to, it's like it's enhanced these abilities, and there's just no scientific proof, guys. So in the future, we'll circle back around on this subject when I gain a little bit more knowledge, and we'll definitely recap on this and see if we can't figure out the solution and how to improve these abilities, because it is definitely an ability, guys. You know, there's so many psychics out there, you know, people that are able to read your minds. Guys, I have such a power inside of me because of the loss of a certain sense in my the way I was born. I have a loss which has gained certain senses such as hearing and just a bunch of different things that have heightened certain senses. And I am not built like normal people, guys. I have certain, and I just want to learn such as psychic stuff, guys. You know, I used to try to move objects with my mind when I was just a child. And this was before anybody even taught me that this was possible. I just feel like I could be something special if I could just learn to unlock these doors, guys, if that makes any sense. Remote viewing, guys, I could definitely do some remote viewing if I could just learn the technique, because I can put myself there easily. But, guys, there's just so much I'd love to learn, and I just keep learning every day, just a little bit each day. And each day, I continue growing just a little bit better version of myself. Each and every day. And when you dive deep and you find some information, you dive deeper, but you can only do so much studying before you lose focus, guys. So, you know, I try to spend a couple of hours each day just trying to learn something, a very deep subject. And just a little bit each day, guys. That's all it takes to become a better version of yourself every day. And over a 10, 15-year period, it's going to be like compound interest in a stock market. You're going to be amazing, guys, at whatever it is you are searching and seeking and trying to become better at. If you work at it each and every day, guys, you're going to be amazing. Emotional mastery. I am definitely an emotion master, guys. I practiced emotions. And whenever I lost everything, when they stripped me finally of every single thing I had to, it put me on the couch for 4 months. I was on the couch for 16 hours a day, and I went to bed for 8 hours a day. I was within myself 16 hours a day, dissecting every negative emotion possible, guys, because I wanted to be an emotional master. I was practicing for years and years and years. And when they hit me with that energy ball of what is that? Depression, guys, I never experienced depression in my life. I didn't understand it, but they hit me with that because I was stripped of my livelihood that I only knew since I was 8. I didn't know how I was going to make a living. I was scared. I was in fear. All these lower vibrations. I was practicing for years and years and years, trying to overcome this anger, feeling these emotions, expressing my emotions, understanding. I understood every emotion. I did not understand depression, guys. And when this hit me, It put me on the couch for 4 months, guys. Depression is a real deal. It's debilitating. And anyone going through depression, man, it's tough. It's just as tough as anger, guys. It's debilitating. And all I know is I sat there for 4 months and I was within myself for 16 hours a day, feeling and dissecting every single piece of emotion going through me. This was like my black belt test, guys. Sometimes, you got to fight 6, 7 guys at one time to get your black belt. Well, this was what it's like. They threw this energy ball at me, guys. And after 4 months of dissecting and going from 185 pounds to 140 pounds, I did not care if I could live or die. I had a stash of gold, and I didn't care about none of that. I didn't care, guys. I did not care about none of it. All my earthly possessions, I didn't care about nothing. I was completely detached from the world. And after 4 months, I lifted this earth off of me. It's like I just bench pressed, because I used to bench press 320 pounds, guys, and I bench pressed this earth off of me. And as I benched this earth, I just seen where things were able to be possible. And it took me once I got back up, I was moving around after 4 months and things started happening and things started kind of fixing and changing a little bit. It took me about 1.5 years to completely heal and get back to normal, guys. And this was a serious, serious feat for me, guys. And I whooped it. And I became an emotional master that I wanted to become. And that was my test, guys. That was my test. And I stood for it. I stood my ground and I fought it. Without any medication, without any help from anybody. I had no family. I had my wife, nobody, guys. I had nobody to help pull me out of this. It was me, myself, and I. And I whooped the shit out of it. I went above your God to get what I needed, to get what I wanted. And if you don't understand that, you never will. It takes a lot to get put in these shoes. And guys, it is possible. It just takes time. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it was a tough road to get me to this high level of love, energy, joy, love, happiness. Guys, it took a lot to get to this point, but it is possible, guys. I have been touched by the love you hear about from the NDEs, the near-death experiences. I have been touched by this love, and I know what it likes. You can take all your love, all your happiness, all your joy in your life. You can put it in a blender and multiply that love and joy and happiness by 10 million, and that might give you the understanding of what love had touched me, guys. This was before they threw this. It was like it was a teaser, guys. And when they tease you with that love, and then they pull the rug out from under your life. And oh, guys, it was tough, guys. But I defeated it, guys. And now that I overflow with love and joy and happiness, that was me. It was like me pushing the cork. They was trying to cork my barrel of overflowing love, happiness, and joy, because I overcame anger, guys. And anger was the hardest for me. But between anger and depression, them are tough, guys. But hey, that's enough jibber jabber for me. Let's get on this ring of energy, guys. How big is your energy field? We're going to definitely do some more research on this energy and how the heart and the mind and the intuition can feel and understand this energy. Is it like a sonar? Guys, I just don't know the answer yet, but I'm going to dive deep for all of us, especially for my understanding. So let's get after this ring of energy, guys. Here we go. Hang tight. All right, guys, there's our 2-strand band for the energy ring. The triangle and we're going to put a lightning bolt in the middle of it, and that does represent the energy, guys. So here we go. We're going to make this thing happen today. Let's get us some solder gathered up, and let's do this thing together, guys. Here we go. Let's solder him up. This will be ring number 15, seamless joint ring number 15. I forecasted already. Haven't even seen the seam yet, guys, but I do forecast the ring definitely being seamless. So let's get this thing soldered up together right quick, and We'll get this thing whipped into shape, get us a lightning bolt slammed in the middle of it, and we'll see y'all at final. We got a couple more little times together here. We got a couple things to talk about. Very interesting stuff. I am into some pretty cool stuff throughout my life, guys. I've had a lot of life experiences. I've got to live a lot of life. I've had more failures than successes. But guys, without failures, you just cannot get to a high level, guys. It's just like in anything you do. Bench pressing, I didn't just bench press 320 pounds, guys. It took a lot of failure to get to a 320-pound bench press. And then to stay at a 320-pound bench press, guys, it even takes more. You got to continuously work. And there's no way I could bench press 320 pounds a day. That was 4 years ago. I'm just saying it's a lot of failure to get to a high level, guys. And to stay at a high level, it even takes harder work. So here we go, guys. With that being said, we're going to dive deep into this energy understanding of how we feel and let off energy, guys. So here we go. Let me go make us a lightning bolt. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we got our lightning bolt in the middle of that bad boy. We're going to solder him up. We're going to wrap it around the mandrel, and we'll see y'all at final in just a minute. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're going to solder this bad boy up. That's fire. That's hot. Damn. All right, guys, we got him soldered up. We're going to flip him over, do the other side, and we'll see y'all in just a minute. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we have completed the ring of pure energy. This ring turned out fantastic. I graded a C+. If I had a polisher and were able to get all them sand marks out, this ring would definitely become a B. I keep getting better and better every day, guys. I wake up a better craftsman every day. I wake up a better person. I wake up at a higher vibration every single day because that's where I put my focus. And that's where I just put all my energy into becoming a high, super high vibrational being. And every day, guys, in 10 years from now, with compound interest, just like in the stock market, you can become anything that you desire. Within 10 years, guys, just keep adding to your potentials. Keep gaining knowledge. Keep practicing anything that brings you joy. You will wake up a better version of yourself on a daily basis, even if it's just a little bit. Even if it's just a little. In 10 years, that will compound into something huge. And that's what I've done with emotional mastery, guys. That's what I've done with a lot of things in my life. And we just keep growing and keep growing. And I'm going to try to share some of my knowledge with you all. And we're going to circle back around on this energy ring because I am very, very interested in some of my internal powers that that I want to develop even further, guys. And I want to know how to tap into that and enhance it much more than it already is. So with that being said, guys, y'all have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. And like always, I'm going to leave you a huge energy ball, guys, full of energy, full of love, full of joy, full of happiness, and full of connectedness. Coming at you. All right, guys, catch that if you can. Brace yourself if you see it coming, because it's going to hit you to change you. See y'all tomorrow. Y'all hang tight.